and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone. Was it too much? Anything that you asked for, you know that I had you. Know that you know I gave everything.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third down and 3.
19.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
60 back, crack all 80.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, Tyrone McMillan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 11-yard line.
68. Here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. How the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Ready. Check match.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Check match. Check match. Check.
Moving the tight end right. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers. Panthers.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And they are going to be backed up to stop. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scattergood. And he's going to get this. Up to the 22-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on second down. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Okay, ready? Cowboy 80. Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by McMillan. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
That's a gain of 9. Makes this 3rd and 5.
They'll send a man in motion left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8. And that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Now, faking the give. That is downfield to the tight end pitch. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
From the 20, here's second down and 3.
Come on, come on.
They'll look to throw again. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This one intercepted. Past midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York.
And after that promising drive, Mike, just a really disappointing end. I mean, everything was going so well. Everything.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate all to the punt team. 4th down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. Back deep, Anthony Gould. Now fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Off the play pick, he'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
It's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Lions. Buffalo 18.
Leggett in motion.
Ready.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than if
that one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Giants take over 1st.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Let's go. A run straight ahead. That's Scannable. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 1918.
Now they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run. It's Scannable. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Scannable trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way, but even getting your hands up in those throwing lanes and tipping passes, that is so frustrating for these quarterbacks.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready? 1918. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's caught left side by Likely. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. 61 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste.
Back to the air one more time. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack, and
he will power his way into the end zone. Cam Scattaboo. Touchdown, Giants. Extra point now by Riley. It's up and good. And the Giants tack on one more to their lead.
34. Panthers 7. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Down. Hurt. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready,
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts.
Okay, ready.
It's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panthers.
They'll look to throw. A throw there. Caught by Lee Getz. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw yet again. To the right. That's Pitts. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Second down, they need 7.
Mustang, let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Quick throw, taken by Pitts. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco, ready.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they bring him down to 23, but that will do just fine. With the change, first down picked up. He'll drop the throw. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown, Carolina. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Going for it all. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And for this entire first half, the secondary's really been on the ropes. I mean, they've already given up 3 touchdown passes, Mike. So if I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm saying until you prove to me that you can defend the deep ball, I'm going to continue to test the deepest layers of your coverage. This time it falls incomplete, but don't expect that to be the last time they go after him.
He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this on the ground with Scalaboo. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right back to Scalaboo on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Second and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll go again with Scatterboo. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Forced out wide. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Second and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Come on. Set, Panther 6, Dragon 60. Ranger.
They'll throw out of the gun. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Panther 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, New York. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Cougar 19. Go.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back in the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That's caught left side by Pitts. Down the sideline. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 59 yards. Yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready?
Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the run to the right. Look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Tag. Hawks 70. Hawks.
They'll run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and That's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. The Giants sending out their punter, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Dragon 60. Ready. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Panther 11. 70 Ranger.
Throwing now from the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
brings up second and 4.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Deputy! 19 Charger! Go street!
McMillan, the man in motion. Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5.
Let's go now! 19 right! 60 Eagles!
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays. And that's what every offense in the league is looking for. But the more first downs, the more snaps, the more opportunities.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
79, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down, Panthers.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down by Sanders.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
It's Trevor Etienne. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. A run on 1st and goal. And he's in. Trevor Etienne. Touchdown, Carolina. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Got room past the 35. And he's going to be taken down. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Scatterbury. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's Scatterbury. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that one.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
To number 13. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. On the give, Scatterbury. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
3rd and 7.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
3-yard line.
They'll run with Scatterboo. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he will have a Giants first down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the third down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. Handoff. Try to run it here. And he'll take this down to about the 7. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, New York. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. And this has been a really impressive performance. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Tag 18, Pioneer. Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Move it, 19.
A gain of 36 yards.
Come 19, come 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Panthers. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers are able to edge a bit closer.
Panthers 35.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown. Now Ryland for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Panthers 35. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
On the set. Cowboy 80. Ready. Warrior 70. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete to ETN. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's the tight end, Pitts. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
Mustang 19. Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, right?
He'll drop to throw. Pushed out to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
'70 Rangers. Steady.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
The #1 rule of attempting a red zone pass, Mike, is if you're going to miss, you've got to miss where nobody can get it. And that includes the defense. At least if it goes incomplete, you have a field goal in your back pocket, you come away with points. But instead, you put it close to a defender, he comes up with a huge pick to keep points off the board.
The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point now by Riley. That one off the left upright, but it bounds in. High degree of difficulty, but the doink gets a point. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Jeanette, 19 tight, 19, clacking, 18.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.